Hello, good morning. Actually, it's noon time. Our change makers and visionary entrepreneurs. So happy to greet to you here again. And today is day 5. This week we've been providing the mini training from Monday to Friday from my program Magnetic Expert Power Intensive. And on Monday we delivered the training on about the niche, and Tuesday about your branding. Wednesday about your creative content, and Thursday, yesterday is about your speaking signature talk, and today is about your group, your community, how you can develop your group, a fast-growing group, as a trusted expert and a leader. And today I want to introduce you the 5 strategies to build up your community. And I hope, by the way, if you are watching this either live or replay, I hope you will catch up. Also review the previous everyday the mini training. I believe you will get quite, much value from it. And it's all about to help you stand out as expert and leader in your special gifts and genius. And today I want to share with you, for example, for the group, for the community. If any one of you wants to be an expert and leader, if you do not have your own community where you host and is the authority, and it's not really, you've not really built up your position as the leader to be followed. So it's very important, every one of you as an expert and leader, you have your own community, people who are your ideal audience that resonate to you and they appreciate the values you're providing to them, and where you can share all your special gifts and also your values. Okay. And my Facebook group, the Abundant Entrepreneurs, I've been doing the training here, Abundant Entrepreneurs. It's been developed very fast compared to the industry average standard. And in last year, 2017, I started to build up my group. And I just found I want to have a community where I can share more, and I have a deeper connections with the people, with entrepreneurs and visionary entrepreneurs and change makers. So I developed my group. So through the whole year, and I've been observing, learning from those leaders and masters in the industry, and also through my own practice, I get some great strategies I want to share with you. In the last 7 months, my group increased 59% of the membership. And also, it's not just the number. Number is not the most important. Sometimes, for example, on LinkedIn, I have people, I have a group also called Abundant Entrepreneurs, over thousands of people. But I noticed on LinkedIn, sometimes even much bigger group with, for example, with dozens of thousands of members, maybe they're still not very active. So engagement and the really active engagement and interactions are really important. That's the quality of the member. Okay, so I want you not just measure the number, and also pay more attention about the interactions and communications and also engagement of your group. And today we have the 5 strategies I want to share with you. The first one, very important, is create a very attractive group name. The name that will resonate with your ideal audience. It's very clear, even from the name, it's very clear to let people know that who is this group for. And it has a very great, has a clear purpose and also vision that can attract your ideal audience. For example, my group is called Abundant Entrepreneurs. Previously, it was another name. For example, it's like Abundant Code for I remember it's Abundant Code for entrepreneurs, some titles like that. And I tried different titles, and eventually I found Abundant Entrepreneurs is the best one, resonate with my ideal audience. I'll give you some other examples. For example, Anina Vincent, she has a very popular group called Business Owners Who Think Big. So that's very clear. It is for business owners, and the vision for them, it's also a purpose for them. It's like for those people who think big, who want to become, expert, who want to become leaders, who want to make big impact. So that's also a very popular group. And another one from my mentor, Adam Urbanskin, he has a group called Fastest Path to Cash. And even though he has some like subtitle, but the most important thing is this title is clear for people who like you know that it's for entrepreneurs or business owners and who really want a fastest way to go to get to cash. So that's where he can provide his best his gifts and also values can help people, so help them to find the fastest way to cash. And some other great names, for example, I think Moniz is for the Facebook live part for the video. And another one is Megan. She has a group called Modern Entrepreneurs Taking Action. So that's another great name. So you know who it is for. So make sure your group name is short, not be over five words. Okay, up to 5 words, that's enough. If it's longer, it could cause some confusing and long for people to comprehend, right? So make sure it's under 5 words. The less, the better, but make sure it convey who it is for and what is the purpose and the vision for them. So it holds that future for people and that kind of a great promising and a positivity for people that will attract them. So that's the number 1 strategy. Have a attractive group name that resonates with who it is for and the great vision promise for them. Okay. And the second strategy is define and develop a great community culture for your group. The culture is very important. The culture is really expressed through your group definition, from your name to description, and also from your daily activities and all the information you are sharing and inspirations you are sharing. So the culture is developed and also is defined at the beginning and then developed through your daily interactions and your daily the information and the inspirations you are sharing. So what is a great, for example, culture? In that culture, first you need to further clarify the vision for them. From your name, you give the big vision, but from your group description and the daily sharing, it gives people a more clarified vision. For example, for my group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, the vision is heart to heart, soul to soul. This group is your real life, authentic and holistic community that supports you to unleash your true purpose, passion, vision, gifts. Get crystal clear about your unique strengths and profitable niche. Do what you love, strategically stand out as a confident expert and leader in your field so that you can grow an abundant business and lifestyle filled with love, wisdom, happiness, success, impact, and freedom. And at the same time, transform more lives for the abundance of all. So that's a big vision. That's the thing, that's a culture and also vision, the foundation to connect all the entrepreneurs together, visionary entrepreneurs and change makers together. And also in my group description, I further clarified who it is for. The name is very short, right? It cannot speak everything. So in your description, the group description, you clarify it. For me, my group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, we welcome purposeful, visionary, and heart-centered entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, consultants, experts, authors, speakers, change makers, and business leaders to join this premium club. So it further clarified who it is for. And then the daily sum. Hi, Summit. Welcome to joining me today. We are great to see you live. And feel free to comment anything you like and any questions you have, okay? Feel free to comment. And then for my group, the daily theme. Some experts and masters, they say daily theme is not popular anymore. You do not need that because they get tired of it. If you keep for example, from Monday to Friday, you have a daily theme, or some of us, we have like from Monday to Sunday, 7 days, every day have a different theme. But if you keep repeating it, people may get tired, right? If you keep, for example, I see some group hosts, they keep using the same images or the same languages, and that make people, if you repeat that every week, make people feel boring, right? So some masters said, oh, it's not useful for daily theme, but as I say, it's still useful. You can still use it because that can hold every day as a structure and also certain theme. But pay attention is to do not repeat every time the same images, the same language, okay? Make it diversified, more creative. For example, in my group, I have the daily theme from Monday to Sunday. Monday is planning and focus. Tuesday is wishing and creativity. Wednesday is priority and productivity. Thursday is highlight and promotion. And Friday is connection and celebration. Saturday is for fun and adventure. Sunday is gratitude and recharge. And these daily themes, I use it as a reference, as a structure and a reference, but you do not so stick to it, like just keep it not changing. I actually change it every week, even though I still refer to that theme, but the topic and the image and all the like messages will be diversified, close to that theme, but it's not exactly the same way. Okay, so make sure to make it creative and diversified and very dynamic, so people will get attracted to. And but at the same time, you still have a structure to refer to, instead of like you go here and there and people has no clue where you're doing, right? And also, we, for example, in my group, I welcome new member every Friday. We have that's connected to our theme, the connection and the celebration, right? So we have that connection and celebration day. That day, we introduce the new member, the new member feel free to share, and also we celebrate the whole week's wins. So that works for the multiple purpose, right? So make sure to make it creative and diversified. And also in your group description, you also define some simple rules and also like a culture. Make sure that people understand what is the rule. For example, for my group, I emphasize abundance. The abundance is my group's culture, a foundation, the abundance mindset. We do not believe in competition. We believe in cooperation and win-win-win. And we also, encourage contribution instead of all the promotion. But at the same time, I still give people opportunities on Thursday to do their promotion. And some groups, as I know, they are very strict. They do not allow any promotion or any links to be shared. And in my group, based on the abundance mindset, I would like to highlight other people. I will introduce this more and later about I give people opportunities to highlight themselves and also highlight others. So that give people more freedom, space, and also the opportunity to get highlighted. Okay, so you define, based on your preference, define the culture of your group. Okay, so that's the strategy 2. And the third strategy is invite only your ideal audience. This is very important. Actually, this is a very diligent work as well. It's just like, for example, invite only your ideal audience. Some people at the beginning of their group, they want to invite everybody, right? They just add their friends into it. And now more and more people are getting annoyed. They do not want to, sometimes they even get angry. They do not want to be added without their permission. So make sure, do not add any people without their permission. And for example, I ask people to invite their friends, but I do not ask them to add them directly. And sometimes even they did that, I will immediately ask them to stop doing that, because we do not want to, get people in your group without their own permission. I just want them to share our group information and invite people, just as I do. For example, I sent private messages to my connections to invite them to my group. And also through my public posts, all kinds of posts, either inspirational or it's like videos or any kind of trainings. Like for example, I'm doing the trainings. I invite people to join my group, provide the values first, and then invite them to join. So make sure not never add people without their permission. And where can you find your ideal audience? Okay, there's a few ways to invite your ideal audience. First, on Monday, we provide a training is clarify your niche. So you will understand who is your ideal client and who are your ideal audience. So you know who to to invite. And then through online communities, like for example, you connect with other people in other communities. They are like-minded with you. They resonate with the values you share, and you can invite them. Another one is your online connections through different occasions. And then the live, for example, you attend the live events, you connect with people, or networking events, you connect with the people you can invite who resonate and meet your standards for your ideal audience. You can invite them. And then also, for example, if you invest in yourself, and it's very important to keep investing in yourself. And if, for example, you join some industry great programs or like events, invest in yourself, and other people who also invest in themselves. That means they share the similar interests and also values to yours. And that's a great place to invite people to join you as well. So there are quite many opportunities for you. Just make sure either invite them by your private messages or by public posts that provide values, okay? All right, so that's a third strategy. And the number 4 strategy is set up new member filtering questions. On Facebook, if you create your group, they allow you to create up to 3 questions to filter your ideal audience. That could help you to, help you to understand the intention of those people who want to join your group. And also, you can just take that questions, the 3 questions, very precious. It could be like your survey. I use that as my survey questions. For example, I asked the members who join my group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, ask them 3 questions. The first one is that what's your top passion? Because I really want to connect and ask people who has a great passion to join us. That's where we share like-minded, right? Who has really a core, has a great passion in their business. So that's the people I want to connect with. And the second question, I ask people, what's your top challenge now? Because that's where I know I will see what people's needs and what kind of values we can provide to them, right? And the third question is what specific like support you want. And also the third question I also add like, where did you hear about me? Sometimes people, I invite them, and sometimes they actively send a request to join my group from like other ways, either from LinkedIn or from Facebook or from like search. So I want to know where did they get this information of my group. So that's the fourth strategy. And by the way, don't be afraid of rejecting members' requests. And some members, if you do not check their background from the profile, you ask them those filtering questions. If they are not answering, or if their answers does not really meet your expectation or your filtering standards, and you can really like reject them. So far, I think for example, if people do not answer my questions, I will hold them. I do not approve their membership for a time. I give them a remind them to answer questions, and quite some time they answered. So then I review, it's great, and then I approve them. But I did reject quite a few because their either background does not meet our group, and also maybe or their answers do not really like matching what we want to attract the ideal audience. So don't afraid of rejecting people who do not qualify for your group. Do not just keep adding people just to increase your group number, okay? You want to keep the quality. And another thing is like sometimes if people lose their interest, or if they like, they change their interest, if they have too many groups, they do not really actively participate, they may choose to leave. That's okay, totally okay. Because if they are not really getting values, if they are not really actively engaged in your group, they're too like quiet, or some of them may just use your group as a promotion place. So feel free to let them go. And sometimes if for people, for example, if they do not respect the group rule, I give the Thursday promotion, and I know most other groups do not even allow any promotion at all. But I give them the Thursday promotion time. But if they just, use that just only on their purpose at any time, they just pop up their promotion and never show up at any other time, never do extra like a contribution, never really engage. They just use that as a promotion place. Then I will kindly remind them, and remind them to add more values, more participate, not just to promote themselves, right? So, so feel free to let people choose, give them the free choices, either come or go. It's totally fine, because believe that you have abundant, the universe is abundant, right? And we have abundant audience that waiting there for us to serve them. So let them feel free to join and go, okay? But you need to hold your standards and the culture and who are your ideal audience, okay? You need to be clear about that, so you can develop your group to be a great quality. Now the last strategy is very critical. It's your creative and valuable content to generate consistent momentum and engagement. That's very important, because sometimes it's maybe easy to invite people to in, but if you do not have great content and momentum, valuable information and inspirations to provide to people, and they will feel like it's not valuable and they will go, right? So this is very, I'm very proud of myself. I've been making my group very dynamic and very, how to say, full of momentums. Every week I've been sharing, now for 2018, every day I'm sharing Abundance Today with different inspirations. And also I share like videos from other great places. And I have like challenges. I remember that last year I did quite a few mini challenges every time I give a reward. So that can create a great engagement as well. And the 2 weeks ago, I created another 5-day challenge to help people rebuild the vision and accelerate the business. And we get quite some participants and also winners. So that's another great one. And then you have on Wednesday, thank you for the heart. On Wednesday, I introduced about the content, how to create 10 ways to create your content as a magnetic expert. That make sure you check that video. Okay, I introduced the 10 ways how to create. So you can, for example, and yesterday we talked about signature talk and also your speaking. And for every Thursday in my group, I have the theme talk called Inspiration and Implementation Time Live with Spring. So every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I make sure I do the live video to provide new inspirations and great teaching and learning moments, and also have the interaction with members. So make sure you have all this kind of a great dynamic content, provides values. And then like this week, we have this 5-day mini trainings, and then like keep sharing great resources. Whenever you learn great things, new inspirations, great resource, you share with your community, right? You help them to grow with you, while you are, providing the service, and also you are learning, you are growing, and you help them to keep growing with you. So that's a wonderful feeling. Actually, you have a whole group. You lead as a leader. You help your whole community to grow and also develop with you. So that's a wonderful impact as a leader. And then, for example, if you have the how to say, for Friday, we have the connection and celebration. That's a great networking time. And so far, I'm thinking about adding a virtual networking time for Friday. I'm still thinking that I will need to get some feedback. Yeah, that's another great way. Whenever you have a great idea, ask questions in the group, ask for your members' feedback, so they can help you to create more interesting content and activities in the group. So yeah, invite other people to join you to co-create it, okay? And then we have interviews. For example, time from time, I have passion interviews. I highlight some of my members, and that's a great tip as well. It's like highlight your members time from time, okay? Make them feel like involved, feel like valued. For example, on Friday, I welcome new members of that group of that week. I give them the introduction opportunities to highlight them. I also encourage them to share the link where people can learn more about them. And we also have our pinned post. It's about the whole vision, and also let everybody to have more in-depth introduction about themselves. So that pinned post get the highest attention, right? Everybody joining, they will see that pinned post every time. So I will encourage our members to take that opportunity to put themselves highlighted there. And another one, highlight up your members. For example, you have the promotion, Thursday promotion in my group, so they get a chance to promote themselves and their services. And then for the challenges, I will highlight all those winners. I shout out for them and share the information in my whole network. And I will also promise them to give them that interview and highlight promotion awards for them winning that challenge. So it's another way. So I've been doing this to just not for me, and I'm not just like even though I'm the leader of the community, but this group is not just for me, right? I give all the members and highlight people to encourage their participate. And maybe in the near future, maybe I will introduce this like I know some other groups, they are using a member of the month, or I could highlight like a member of the week. Some activities like that will all create that dynamic momentums in your group, all right? So And yeah, make sure. So that's all. So far, I already introduced the 5 strategies. Any questions? Even though you are reviewing the replay of this video, I hope you get a great some aha moments and values from this teaching. Feel free to comment and also ask questions. Also, comment, please. I want you, even though you are watching the replay, comment which strategies are your favorite ones, which ones you want to really implement them right away. Okay, so here, let me have a quick review, a recap of all the 5 strategies. Okay. Number 1 strategy is use a attractive group name with clarity about who it is for, with a great purpose, vision, and promise. And the strategy 2 is define and develop a community culture with a clarified vision and structure. And number 3 is invite only your ideal audience. Number 4 is set up new member filtering questions, and don't be afraid of rejecting and letting unfit ones go. Number 5 is creative and valuable content to generate consistent momentums and engagement. So that's 5 great strategies to really define and develop your fast-growing group. So you will become not just a group host, and also really a leader who are leading a whole community to develop and grow and to make a greater impact, to create something bigger than you and then just a group. I hope you enjoyed this video, and welcome. Today is actually the last day of this week's 5 mini trainings. I hope you've been watching and catch up to watch the previous videos, from the niche to your branding, to your content, to your speaking, and now to your group and community. So I hope you enjoyed all of them, and make sure you catch up all the live videos and share the great values with your community, with your network. Feel free to share my videos in your network. And thank you so much. And this week, actually, by this Sunday midnight, my new program, Magnetic Expert Power Intensive, will close the enrollment. I've been opened the door since since last Friday. Actually, I launched it last Friday. So for the whole week, I want to open it till this Sunday midnight. So make sure you check this program. All my trainings of this 5-day training, mini trainings, is just like a mini part, very small part from that program. That program is great, not just for the teaching, but most importantly, help you implement all the great strategies, all the great not just concepts, but great ideas, strategies, and that will totally change your business game to another level, to really to stand out as expert and leader in your field, in your clarified niche and special genius field. Okay, thank you so much. Make sure you check the program. I will share the link in the comments and also in the post content. Thank you so much, and feel free to give me any feedback if you get great value from all these mini trainings and what else you want me to provide to you. Okay, feel free, give me the feedback. I will appreciate that, and I will prepare greater information and the teaching and also great strategies to help you develop your business as expert and leader. Thank you so much. Wish you all today's Friday. Wish you all wish you are joining our group of abundant entrepreneurs, so we can celebrate today's Friday. Remember, it's a connection and a celebration day today. We will welcome our new members. I will look forward to sharing more wonderful time with you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.